When I think of how Scripture speaks to Christian education, I often go to Ephesians chapter 1 and Paul's prayer for the Ephesian believers that they would grow in the knowledge of Christ and love of God, knowing God is able to do immeasurably more than all we can ask or think. And I think Christian education is God's method of doing that in the life of the believer, that they grow in that knowledge of God. Christian education and publications is that part of the Presbyterian Church in America that has the task of helping pastors and lay leaders and churches in their task of providing Christian education in the local church. As I think about my new role as coordinator of CE&P, the two words I like to use are connect and equip. And my dream is that the local Sunday school teacher who's struggling to know how to improve in their teaching, they could go to our website or go to one of our conferences or see information at the General Assembly and be able to see that here's a place where I can go to find resources. Here's a place I can go to ask, how do I connect with different people in the denomination, those who have designed materials, those who are doing great things in the area of education. And I would like CE&P to be that broker, if you would, to connect those people in our denomination. And this person who's innovating and coming up with great new ideas, I'll be able to help that person translate what they're doing and adapt it to all these other different situations. And my goal is that God will use me, the staff of CE&P, and the other people that we have throughout the denomination who are joining with us in this ministry to help the person at that local church better understand how to serve the Lord in the calling that He's given them. As I wrestled with this call and whether or not God was asking me or wanting me to take this position as coordinator, I really looked at where He had taken me and the experiences I had. And one of those was my work in the local church at Crook of the Hills Presbyterian Church here in St. Louis. I thought about what I did. I oversaw the adult Bible classes. I oversaw the Bible studies, men's ministry, women's ministry. I also had some connection with our children in our youth ministry. But then I also thought about my role as an adjunct professor and the connections that I had with students as I've taught here for over 10 years. And I thoroughly enjoyed seeing the students and then seeing them go out and serve the church and then making those connections at General Assembly. And as I thought about that, I thought, God has given me these great experiences, and it's all the puzzle pieces that said that I was the man that God wanted to serve in this position. One thing I'm looking forward to is Covenant College, Covenant Theological Seminary, and Christian Education and Publications come together. All of us are involved in the world of education, and we can partner together with resources and training and our connections to help the whole denomination and even beyond the denomination to the broader church community, all of God's kingdom, and together we'll work and grow in our knowledge of Christ.